Hey guys, so 5th of December today, and that means day 15 of the French 30-day challenge. So far I've successfully been able to go through the 15 days of learning French via Duolingo, and I'm going pretty good. So this video today is just a quick update of how I am going with the challenge, what problems I have faced, what things I found easy, and if I'm going to switch up my style or anything for the remaining 15 days. So you can see that I have actually already accomplished my goal of the 20% fluency according to Duolingo. You can see here that I've gone through all the basics and the greetings and all of those types and animals and colors. They were pretty easy. Now I'm kind of slowing down a bit. So just past that 20% fluency is where you kind of get into the real nitty-gritty components. So what I've been doing for the 15 days is just going through as many lessons as I can, and as well as going over them a few times to make sure that I have the gold badge, to make sure that I am comfortable and strong in those skills. So when you don't practice them for a few days, it actually goes back to the normal color. And then it tells you to go through it again, strengthen the skill. So you'll run through all the words that you have trouble on, and then that'll bring it back to the gold. So I've been doing that for the whole time, making sure that I keep the gold for everything. Now I've started to get a little bit slower once I'm up to now present one, which is using verbs and everything. Probably from possessions, that's where it's starting to get a lot more vast and using the more rules and everything, which makes it a bit trickier. I mean, I'm going all right. I've started to write down the notes and everything because that does help a lot. Just trying to remember it in your head gets very tricky. It's easier to just lay it out in front of you and then it'll help immensely. So that's pretty much me for now. Day 15 going strong, still doing the insane mode, at least 50 XP a day. I have been going more some days as well. When I do get a bit stuck, I try to just go over it a few more times. One thing also, really great learning tool. Duolingo actually added this in recently in their new update, and it's bots. AI bots that you are able to have conversations with. So this is actually super helpful, and it helps expand in those little in-between words as well. So you can see here that this is just a conversation that we went through. They will say something, they'll ask a question or whatever, and you have to respond to them in your language. You're able to press on all the words to know what the words are. And if you don't know how to respond, you do have the option to help out, and then they can tell you some of the answers to reply with. So you try to respond as best you can, and the more complex your answer is, the more extra XP you actually get. So my record so far, so I think you get 10 XP just for doing it, and then your good answers you can get 1, or a great answer 2. I'm yet to get 3 XP, I don't know if you can or not, but my highest one so far has been 19 XP. So that's been pretty good. So an extra 9 points for doing great answers throughout the conversation. And it shows you just all the in-between words and everything that probably isn't in the program that you're learning, but it helps you just to understand how they fill in the gaps when you do have a conversation. So I really recommend going through the AI bots, maybe even try maybe once a day. I've done it, I haven't done it every day. I've probably done about 6 or 7 conversations, so almost half the time, maybe every 2 days or something. Actually, when you learn a new category and open it up, new conversations start, so they can see that you've started to learn new concepts, so about animals or whatever. Then the conversation about the zoo will pop up, so then you know answers to respond with that. So I recommend going through that, and I will continue to use those conversations. I'll continue just going through what I'm doing. So my new goal is to reach 30% now fluency. So I am going a lot slower now, just going over all the lessons. Again, not trying to go too fast, because if I go too fast, I will get lost. A good thing to do as well, maybe every few days, is on the website and even in the app, when you go to the little health part, there's the practice. So I think you do it to regain more lives, and that goes over everything you've learned and focuses on the things that you've consistently gone wrong or have trouble with. So I recommend going through that, because that really does help. When I go through the practice, I actually do make a few mistakes, because there is now a lot that I need to remember, and it's good to go over them to know the rules and everything for it. So pretty much for the next 15 days, I will be continuing with just all the lessons, normal lessons as they are, slowing down, writing more notes about it, just so it is easier to remember. Using the bots, I'll probably try a bit more, maybe every second day I'll try have a conversation and see how many points I can get extra for that, as well as doing the practicing every few days, just so I do know every time I learn a new skill, I'll do the practice, so then I know with everything. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So it's going good so far. I haven't really faced many issues with it yet. I mean, it is quite tricky to get the 50 XP, especially when it gets a bit harder and you need to really sit down a little bit longer than usual and think about what you're doing. There have been a few days that I've just scraped the line. Like I have kind of forgotten, but not too bad. It is pretty easy. Overall, it is a pretty easy challenge. So yes, I'm going good so far in this halfway point. I'll easily be able to finish the whole 30 days. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys in another 15 days, and hope you're going well too.